All right, so it's February 13th, 2019. Today's my oldest daughter's birthday. I bought her a dozen roses, some balloons, some food, and a drink. You know, I wanted to go surprise her at her school and let her walk around, you know, with those flowers, you know, just so she could feel appreciated and so she can, you know the way it was in school. Like, if it was your birthday, somebody brings you something, you like showing it off. You like it's not making jealous of you, but it's just to show that, you know, somebody's there to love you. So I get there and she asked me for my name, and I tell her my name, and then she asked for my daughter's name, and my daughter has a different last name than me. So it's kind of like she just gave me this look, and she's like, what? And I'm like, well, I mean, she has a different last name. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And she's like, oh, well, I can't call her up here so you can give her these flowers. Well, first of all, she said, oh, you can leave them there and then we'll give them to her. I was like, no, well, I want to give them to her so that way she knows who brought them to her. And she said, well, I can't call her up because you're not on the list. Which I'm like, oh, well, I'm her dad. Like, how come I can't? She's like, well, you're not on the list. And the thing about it is that I'm not her real dad. I'm not her real dad, but I don't consider myself her stepdad because her real dad is not there. He's not there. He hasn't been there for almost a decade. And she says she hates him. She says all kinds of stuff. And I tell her, you know, don't hate your dad. He's just in a bad place right now. So, you know, just don't hate your father because he's not right now. He's not well. And you don't have to worry about it because I'm here. You know, I'm here for you. I don't want her growing up with that hatred in her heart like the way I did. And my mother and father always hang on, guys. They always, you know, badmouth each other to me, and, oh, your father's this, your father's a drunk, your father's, you know, your father and what the fuck, this and this, whatever. And I would go home, I would go to my dad's house and I'd be angry, and my dad would talk about my mom, and then I'd go, you know, it had me hating both of them for the wrong reasons. And then it had me hating both of them because they would do this to me and my little brother. And, you know, they're just narcissistic people that, you know, they're never going to change. They're stubborn. And I had to get away from that. Anyways, but I didn't want her having that hate in her heart. So I just decided, you know, just don't talk about your dad. Love your dad. Love him from afar. If he ever comes around, give him the chance. If he hurts you again, then you make that decision. Go ahead. But I'm telling you, don't be mad at your dad right now because it's going to ruin you. And I don't know. Well, anyways, I go up there and then I asked them, I go, well, can you call their mom? That way, you know, she can get kind of an approval. And she's like, well, we don't really do that. I'm like, ma'am, I'm just trying to drop off these fucking flowers. I didn't cuss, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm just trying to drop off these fucking flowers to my daughter so she knows she has somebody, so she can eat some food, so she can see that I'm there. You know, it's not that fucking hard. I'm like, am I going to kidnap my daughter? Am I going to kidnap my fucking kid? Y'all are right here. There's cops outside. You think I'm fucking stupid? So, anyways, she goes to the back. She doesn't even call him a friend. I guess she goes to the back to talk to the principal or something, and she's back there for about 10, 15 fucking minutes. I don't know how long it takes to call, so I know they got a hold of her. And I'm sure she said, no, she can't go because her mom, my ex, well, not even my ex-wife, we're still married. We've just been separated for fucking 11 years. But I'm sure they got a hold of her and talked to her, and she told them, no, he can't see her. All because she's mad because I got my daughter a cell phone because my daughter got into a fight at school, so she's grounded. And, which I didn't even think it was, but because my daughter confronted her. Anyways, that's a different story. I'll put that in another video. So I got her a cell phone because she's at home after school for 2 hours. My wife doesn't have a landline. She doesn't have She doesn't have anything like that. So it's kind of like, well, why does what if something happens? What if, you know, I don't like that. It doesn't drive me well, you know. So and sometimes I'm gone. I can't pick her up sometimes. So, you know, I want her to have a cell phone just in case she needs to call the cops or call me or call her grandma or her mom or her sisters or anybody. And they don't live in the best neighborhood either. They live in something called the VC, and it's which is where I met her mom, and it's ghetto. And I just don't trust it. And my daughter's not one to back down from anything. She's the tiniest thing in the world, but she's tough. She's really fucking tough. So I just don't want her to get hurt. So her mom found it, and then she got pissed off at me. I told her this and this, and anyways, but that's the reason she's mad at me. And she's mad because I gave her the cell phone back to hide it, which that's deceiving on my part. But, you know, I just want my daughter to be safe and want her to call me when she needs me and, you know, whatever. So the principal comes out and she's like, "Sir, we called the mother. We couldn't get a hold of her. We couldn't. So there's nothing I can do." I was like, "Man, can you just do something?" I was like, "It's not a random fucking day. It's not a random, you know, bring a police officer in here. Bring something so I can give my daughter these fucking flowers so she could see that I brought them, that I just didn't fucking drop them off and say, 'Oh yeah, here, give them to her,' and then fucking leave, you know? That's rude. I mean, I don't... I should have asked her that. Would you do that? I mean, would you want that to happen to you if you're trying to drop off your kids flowers? How would you feel, you know? Which, they don't give a fuck. Women don't give a fuck. Women, all women are narcissistic. All of them. So, I just, you know, it's... So she starts going out and saying, "Yeah, well, yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. You're not fucking sorry. You're not sorry. You got to hold her to the mom, and you're on the mom's side because you're a woman, and she told you some shit about me it was probably not even professional for you to listen to. I just wanted to give my daughter flowers. Do the right thing, you know?" So I tell her and I leave, and it's like, man, I've been in this little girl's life for fucking 14 fucking... She turned 15 today. I met her mom when she was 7 months old. 7 months old. You know, I didn't meet my youngest daughter. My youngest daughter, I was deployed, you know, in Afghanistan. I was in Korea at the time. I didn't meet my youngest daughter till she was fucking like 1.5, 2 years old. You know, that fucking broke my heart too. And my middle child, me and her mother were never really, I don't know, it's fucking weird. But I couldn't have been there either, because when we broke up, my mom kicked me out, kept her ass there, and I went to go live with my dad, which was like a mile away. So it was a whole situation. But there's this long history between me and her mom that she just hates my guts. She hates my guts. But it's been 14. We were 17, 18, and 19 years old. I'm 32 now. She's 32. We're the same age. When is enough going to be enough? When is she going to... I mean, I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm not asking for her to forget it. I'm not asking for anything like that. But don't take it out on our kids. Do not take it out on our kids. Do not. I don't talk bad about her. I don't do anything like that to her. I just don't understand why women can't let shit go. You know, she cheated on me. There's a whole nother story about that. There's a whole nother story about that, with her deceiving me while I was away. And, you know, another child possibly not being mine, which wasn't my idea. This shit didn't get put in my head. It was my own fucking narcissistic family who likes to be all in my business. And they put that shit in my head. Why would they do that? You know, and then my aunt told me, "Oh, she's not yours." And it's like, man, when is it going to stop? You know, when is it going to stop? I mean, maybe when my babies are out, they're not babies no more, and they're out and about on their own, and you know, they're old enough to get through this shit. I don't understand what goes through her mother's mind, like why she thinks it's okay to do this. But if anybody has any comments, any solutions for me, I mean, I would love to hear it, because anybody that's in my situation can feel my pain. You know, I have no rights to her. I'm never going to have rights to her. And I guess I'm gonna have to go through this shit for the remainder until she's an adult, because I just don't understand. I'm her dad. I'm her real dad. I'm not her birth dad, but I'm the one that's been there the whole goddamn time. So just please, if anybody has any solutions or anything like that, I'd love to hear about it. And just please help me out. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.